Okay. I don't know what's going on right now. Man, I tell you what, this morning, if it's not Z1 Battle Royale and dealing with the bull crap that comes with that game, or now I've got NBA 2K19 up on one screen on my screen with Streamlabs OBS, it's not showing up, as you can see. Okay, we'll forget the notepad, and I crashed. Yeah, Z1 it's even pushing me to the brink. I don't know why I crashed, and I don't know why. I don't know why the game is not showing up. Game capture. Okay. Let's give this a shot. I went ahead. I'm starting a brand new season. We're starting from scratch. I am going to include 4 expansion franchises. That way I have some teams that maybe I can actually beat. We'll use pre-built just to make it easier. And I am going to use a controller, but I seem to have some. So we have the Cincinnati Lions. We're just going to go with that because we're in Cincinnati. So that'll be us. Let's see here. Let's also go with another Midwest slam. We're not doing Pittsburgh. Kansas City, Louisville. Kind of like the looks of the St. Louis Sound, but Nashville Stars, they'd be relatively close to us. Let's go with Nashville. And now let's go with 2 somewhat West Coasty type teams. So we might be stuck with Kansas City, and we might be going with Canada. Tell you what, let's do San Diego, and yeah, we'll just go with the Kansas City Knights. Okay. Let's advance. We'll do a realistic experience. Quarter length. I do want to adjust quarter length. Let's go to 10 minutes. I mean, I don't want to defer too much, but I don't want to do. I mean, if we save 2 minutes per quarter, it's going to be 8 minutes per game. It's almost like an extra quarter that we're shaving off. So hopefully this works out. Okay. And of course, as we mentioned, we're going to be the coach of the Cincinnati Lions. Clint Russell is our owner. And important to the owner going into this season is the team image and making money. So we're going to have to live with what the owner wants. All right. And so, of course, we've got to be, and I always forget if you do all caps or not. I don't think we do. Oh, shoot. There's a way to do it where it kind of fits in and it's seamless in a way where it looks kind of odd because it's not the same as everything else. But our first name is going to be Kasugi, and our last name will go with something that's pre-made. Let's see here. Maybe we could be Kasugi Tattoo. know what? We'll just be Kasugi Tate. Sounds good. Sounds original. Of course, we're going to be from the University of Cincinnati. Should have went the other way. Holy moly. Okay. Jersey number 28. We're right-handed. I don't think it matters. We're not going to be hitting the court. So let's see what owner Mr. Russell here wants. Appreciate it. He's a straight shooter. He's not expecting much this year, but he would like an average player age of 25 or younger. So one thing I'm going to do as we go along here is I'm going to grab a notepad, and we are going to keep note of Mr. Russell's demands. So the first thing we're going to note is 25, and I'm just going to write an arrow down. This is what I was trying to do originally. I was going to put a little notepad and have it up on the screen so you could kind of follow along with me, but for whatever reason, as soon as I tried to pull that up, OBS crashed. And I will accomplish that. I didn't really get to pick my face, but we'll go with it. I'm on the same page. Now he's got some wish list items here. He wants us to get a chief financial officer of B- or higher. Okay, we made note of that. We can do that. Oh, shoot. I didn't read what that was. What the heck was that? Well, you know what? I'm going to hit will accomplish. I think we can look at everything. Oh, a head scout. Probably was going to be B- or higher. So we'll make note of that. He's not too concerned with winning. He just wants young players, 25 or younger. I already said we'd accomplish that, which is going to be something I want to do anyway, because when I initially build this roster, I want to stay young and I want to stay inexpensive. As soon as then free agency hits, I'm hoping to pick up a couple big free agent players. We'll get a little bit of buzz going in Cincinnati. We'll get some asses in the seats, as they say. And our budget is what it is. So we want to keep that player payroll budget as low as possible so we can go after a big free agent. Right now, fan interest is about 80%. Team chemistry is 60%, which is interesting because we don't have a team. Do I have any questions? I sure don't. I am ready to get started, baby. So we're actually going back a year. We're going to be drafting from the 2017 college season, 2017-2018. I believe that's what this is. Hall of Fame inductees. Yeah, we don't really care about that. League meetings. Meeting back with Mr. Russell. You know what? I'm not going to give feedback. He looked like he was absolutely disgusted with me, but we're going to move forward. And so let's see. Has anything changed? A possession error rule. Okay, so jump balls after opening tips, blah, blah, blah. Nothing else really changed. All right. Draft lottery. This will be interesting. I think I did, to be honest with you, out of the gate here, I've played about 2 full games of NBA 2K19. I'm terrible. I can't shoot. I did do a draft once, and I just got number 4 automatically. So let's go ahead and skip the lottery. Yes. So the Lions, we got 4, the Surf get 5, and the Knights are 6, and the Nashville Stars are 7. So all the expansion franchises kind of go in order from 4 on. Luckily, we did get 4, so we'll get a good draft pick. Okay. Staff signing. So this is where we had a couple demands from the owner. He wanted a head scout and a CFO that I believe were B- or higher. I skipped by the head scout too quickly, but I believe it was B- or higher. So right out of the gate, let's go to the CFO. And nobody, so these guys here are big time. The A-, and the B+. A ton of teams want them. More than likely, they're not going to sign with an expansion franchise if they're this in demand. So we'll scoot down a little bit. We can go with one of the guys in the B- range, but what I'd like to do is get somebody with a little bit higher potential. So Jordan Hanson with a B+ potential, and maybe Christopher Murray. So let's talk to Christopher Murray first. And we're just going to jump right into negotiations because really that's what this is all about. Christopher says he'd like $477 on a 4-year deal. So we can offer up to $485. So let's go ahead and we'll just bump what his initial asking, or we go up to $485. We can do $4.85 million. So he wants $477. Let's bump it a little bit. Again, this was one of the things the owner really wanted, so we're going to go with $500,000 a year. He thinks it's fair, but he needs some time. Okay, let's stay with CFO. And now let's go with Jordan Hanson. Let's bring him in, and he should be requiring about the same amount, I would think. I don't want to do anything but talk money, baby. Whoa, okay, now he wants a little bit more. He wants a little bit more. But needing a head scout that's a B- or higher, I really don't have a choice but to put. So we're going to go all the way up to $600K a year for this guy. We're going to keep him at 4 years. His interest meter is skyrocketing. He loves it. Okay. So we got 2 CFO offers. Obviously, a head coach is going to be very, very important. Let's go ahead and start there. Greg Popovich is on the hiring block. That's interesting. Again, I don't think Greg Popovich is going to want to come with us. And he's probably going to want more than $6.22 million. Since I'm going to be controlling the players in the game, I like to play a high tempo, kind of a 7-second offense when I can. So somebody with a little more defensive prowess would probably be good for us in terms of building the team. How do I sort? I told you I'm new at this. Got to bear with me. There we go. Okay, so Greg Popovich, of course, is number 1, but he's already got 4 offers. Benjamin Walker, Jacques Vaughn, I believe of an old Kansas player, already coaching the Nets. Caleb Goldman absolutely sucks with his offensive coaching, but he's very good defense. Okay, he would be good. He's got 3 offers. Okay. Logan Schmidt. This might be the class of what we're going to be able to get. So let's take a meeting with Logan. And Logan, baby, we're talking money. So he wants $3 million for 4 years. Seems like 4 years is kind of the standard. Let's try to up this. Let's give him 3.5 mil. And that's the only head coach we're going to reach out to at the moment. Oh, I'm trying to stretch my legs out. I got my dog right underneath my feet. Okay, and the controller has not disconnected yet. For some reason I have trouble with the controller in the PC. Okay, so Logan trusts me. So we got 2 CFO offers, 1 head coach. The head scout, that was another one very important to our owner. B- or higher. Got some big time guys out of the gate. Okay, a B plus with a B potential. I like him. Let's see if he likes the Cincinnati Lions. Walter, let's talk money. 192 for 4 years. I think we can do better than 192. Since this was very important to the owner, let's go to 2.25. Throwing money around. Okay, so we've got what I consider the 3 most important areas. Say trainer, let's go right to that. We don't want guys getting hurt. If they do, we want them to heal up quickly. Again, this is good potential. Let's see if Donald is interested in the Cincinnati Lions. I mean, who would not want to sit down with Kasugi Tate, listen to my spiel, and then join the team? I mean, you're crazy. Of course you want to. He's looking for 238. He doesn't have any offers. We're going to bump it just a tad. It's like everybody I'm signing right now is getting 4-year deals. And so we can't really miss on anything. Okay, we're going to go for an assistant GM and an assistant coach, and then we'll go ahead and go to day 2. So assistant GM, got a couple A players out of the gate, not high potential, but now you do have to look at these icons, these badges. So like you see the snake, so he has opposing GMs have a higher trust level for him, which is good, but then he fails to deliver on occasion, and he's trying to take my position. So we don't really want the snake. He's a snake as well. These guys are another snake. Anything red is bad, so let's see if we can stay away from that. Okay, what is this badge? Revered by the owner, your trust loss for failing owner goals is reduced. Okay, so he's considered a wingman. He doesn't have any special skills, nor does he. Tell you what, though, but he's got a good potential. Oh, he's got 9 offers. Damn it. Okay, he's got a little bit better potential. Let's give an offer to Alexander. He's a Cincinnati man through and through. I can just feel it. Not to sound picky, but he would just like $360,000 a year. We'll give him what he's asking for. I want to hit as many of these guys out of the gate as possible. And finally, assistant coach. Obviously. Okay, so this guy, Trent Peterson, pretty good. He's got a positive badge, which is for players respect him. He's a former NBA player. We're going to reach out to him. And he's looking for about $1 million a year. So let's go ahead. I don't know if there's a quicker way to do this besides just holding over the left joist thumbstick here and letting it increase. We'll go ahead and give him $1 million even for 4 years. So we have bumped everybody's ask. So hopefully this does some good for us. So Cincinnati Lions. Everybody is mulling over the decision, it looks like. So we're not going to have any hits. So day 2. It looks like we still have all of our offers on the table. So no one has taken another job. Let's just go ahead and advance to 3. Okay, so we did get an assistant GM. He signed with us. One of the CFOs signed with us. He had 13 offers. I think this means they signed with us. So it looks like we've almost filled out our entire staff. Let's go ahead and advance. Oh no. What? Okay, so again, I'm not a veteran of the game. I don't know what I'm doing. I see this available budget at the top. 4.87 mil per year. Is that for the entire staff? So these two guys, so Smith and Hansen would be about 1, 2, 2.5. Oh, it's the head coach. No, wait. What? What am I missing? What am I missing? Would exceed their staff budget with given the current. Okay, did maybe 2 of the same assistant GM? Man, I don't get this. So it is per position. Okay. Maybe this is it. Head coach, 4 years, 3.5. So he'd be, 13, $14 million. He's 4, and our budget's 5. Way under budget with the head scout. Way under budget there. Way under budget there. Way under budget there. So I think what it is the head coach. So we've got to decline that offer. Gosh, dang it. Okay. Let's see. Improve scouting. Just increase injury healing by 1. Reset player's morale to 75 and gives him 5-game attribute boost. That sounds good. Let's go with that. Okay, so CFO, Clint Russell's happy with us. Please select an option. Oh, cancel. We were getting ready to chat with the CFO. Okay, well, the good news is we've locked up people in all the main categories with the exception of probably the most important, which is our head coach. So, let's go ahead and look for a head coach here. This guy is an A offense, C+ defense, good potential. He doesn't have any offers. And what is his biggest skill? So old players, I mean, we're not going to really sign any old players, I don't think. But let's go ahead and see what we can do with this guy. Okay, Jacob. So again, Jacob wants 3. He wants about, again, the same thing, about a $14 million deal, and I'm only allowed to offer $4 million? Yeah, he's going to take that into consideration, my ass. He's not considering that at all. He's disgusted. Okay, let's go back. Let's see. I mean, we're going to have to go down to the bottom of the barrel to get somebody for this pitiful of a budget. And we're going to have to talk to the owner. Or what we're going to have to do is, let's sort by defense. We're going to have to maybe try to hire an assistant coach as our head coach. I sorted by defense. Grit and grind. Well, we already tried Logan Smith, or Schmidt, I should say, and he laughed at us. Balanced. Okay. He's an assistant coach, so he might be drawn to get an expansion franchise head coaching position. He has got the whistle badge, which is more willing to sign. Okay, he's got prestige. He's a legend. He's a coaching legend, which means he could probably go up to a head coaching position at this point. Let's hope he doesn't want a ton of money. I mean, okay. So he had demands that were really high. His interest meter is off the chart. So we're going to go ahead and make him an offer for that little amount of money. I think because he's moving to a new position. Let's go ahead and advance to day 4. And we got him. Look at that, guys. Bam. So we have got a complete complement of staff. Let's just go ahead and churn on through the days here. For those guys that didn't sign with us, they're going to be very disappointed after they see the exciting brand of basketball that we put on the court. So our trainer is saying Jalen Hodges has a chronic knee injury and he's undraftable. So Jalen Hodges is going to be a no. So, all right. I like three-point shooting. Okay, we get to pick a few prospects to really dig into. Obviously, we're going to want high-rated players because we are an expansion franchise, and we've got the number 4 pick. So let's see here. We want youth. All these guys are young. If we're going to go with somebody in the paint, then I want we got 11 guys that we can pick here. We want somebody that's a defensive genius. So really what we want... So this is the Draft Express big board. Well, let's just go ahead and we're just going to tick off the top 11. Okay. There we go. We've invited them to our draft combine. They worked out for us. Our head scout was there taking notes. As a new team, you do not have any players to protect. Of course, we don't. We are the ones that are going to be taking those players. Expansion draft. All right, here's where it gets good. So really, all the owner asked us for was to draft players that were 25 or younger. Now, this is the expansion draft. So these are all the players that the other teams had to allow the 4 new teams to pick from. I'm looking at salaries right out of the gate. 17 mil a year, 19 mil, 13 mil, 14 mil. We want to stay away from this. We want young players. I like three-point shooting, so let's initially go right for three-point shooters. And let's see who we've got. Kyle Korver at age 37 does not fit the criteria for us. Chandler Parsons, 29. He's a bit above it, but money he wants is way, way too much. Garrett, he has an expired contract, so that's why he's in red. Troy Daniels. Okay, Troy Daniels. Not shabby. He is a sharpshooter. He's 27. He's a little bit higher, but with the youth that I put around him, that'll bring that average age down to well below 25. So let's go ahead and take, we'll have him for 1 year. Let's go ahead and take Troy Daniels. You're damn right I do. And I'm going to make note of this. So shooting guard, Troy Daniels. Okay. Let's go ahead at this point now. Let's just stick with overall. And let's kind of scroll down till we find somebody that's somewhat affordable. Okay, here we go. Jonas Jerebko, if I'm saying that correctly, but he's 31, so let's keep on. Okay, Royce O'Neal. Small forward. He's a perimeter threat, mid-range layups. You always need a good mid-range guy. Salary is right in our wheelhouse. He's 76 overall. So we're going to take Royce O'Neal. So we got a small forward. Royce O'Neal. Let's see, I should make note of the age. 25 years old, 76 overall. All right, Royce, you are with us. Damn right I do. Actually, let's view the draft summary. And Troy Daniels, I didn't make note. He was 27 years old and 74 overall. Okay, so let's go down here, take our next pick. And I am going to go right back to the three-point range. And we still have Kyle Korver hanging around, but he's just way too old. I'd have to draft a bunch of 18-year-old kids to even out his age. Well, you know what? I might be able to do it, but his salary is pretty high. I'm just going to look at salaries. Okay, bam. Tyler Lydon. Oh, he's a 69 overall. But he is a power forward, so he would fill another position, and he's a decent three-point shooter. 69 overall. I'm not going to bite with my third pick on a guy that's 69 overall. He should be staying around. Okay, here's one. Shooting guard. Sindarius Thornwell. He is 23 years old. We'll go ahead and I know I already have a shoot. Well, you know what? Well, I already have a shooting guard. What about if we went down and we took a 72 overall point guard? Although he has an expired contract, so I think we'd have to re-sign him. I'd really like to have somebody that's got a year or two that we know we can work with. So we'll pass on him as well. Isaiah Whitehead, three-point shooting. He's quick. You know what? Let's go with Isaiah Whitehead. So we got point guard. A 23-year-old young man, 71 overall. Isaiah, welcome to the Cincinnati Lions, my friend. Okay. I'm going to go away. We got a couple three-point shooters. I'm going to go for a little bit of defense now because that is something I struggle to do. I need to surround myself with some good defensive players. And we really don't have a lot of guys that are real good defensively, it looks like. So let's just take the best of what we've got. DeAndre Liggins, he's 30. Right now, our average age, I think, is right at 25. I mean, when we go ahead and draft, we're going to draft a bunch of 19-year-olds. Although his contract has expired, so Luol Deng. Possibly. $33 years old. No, I take that back. $18 million a year is not going to work for us. That doesn't work for me, brother. Okay, we have a shooting guard, a point guard, a small forward. So center or a power. There's our team. Let's go. Let's take a look at the bigs here and see what we've got. And we will just do this by overall. Patrick Patterson from Kentucky. He's got a 1-year deal. Power forward, what kind of rebounding does this guy bring to the table? Inside D is good. His rebounding is what else do we got here? Expensive. Jordan Mickey. Expired contract. Daryl Arthur. Okay. Chinanu Onaku. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong, so no disrespect to you, sir. Well, let's see here. We've got a 1-year contract. He's got no discernible outside skills, and his inside scoring is pitiful. All he can pretty much do is rebound for us, so let's pass on him. Semi Ojeleye from the Celtics. Oh my God. Okay, I tell you what, let's take a look at centers. Jesus. You know what? I really just want some guys that can board. Some AI players that when I'm at whatever position, we're getting rebounds. The top guys out of the gate are way too expensive. Cole Aldrich, expired contract. Okay, Daniel Theus. He's with the Celtics. Supposedly. 74 overall. He's only 6'9", so he could play the power forward position. He's got some mid-range game. His inside defense is good. Oh, and he's Daniel Theus. Expired contract, but you know what? We're going to pull the trigger on this guy. So, center, Daniel Theus is now a Cincinnati Lion, a 26-year-old rebounding phenom. So again, we were generally at 25, 26 years of age. I want to keep the owner happy, so we're right where we need to be, because as soon as we start the regular draft, the 2 players that we get in the draft are going to bring the age way down. Okay, let's just leave it sorted here as best overall and see what we've got. Got a lot of money. Fan interest is up to 100%. The people of Cincinnati, the greater Cincinnati area, northern Kentucky, they're loving us right now. They're fired up. I want to keep the money low because I want to be able to go after somebody big time in free agency. Actually, a few guys. We're going to see if we can bring LeBron back to Ohio. A lot of big money players. I mean, Rodney McGruder. And I could do another shooting guard, but he's got an expired contract. Ben McLemore, he would be a good fit. Another shooting guard. We do have a 1-year deal with him. He's like an average overall player. Tell you what, let me go for a center, And then if Ben McLemore is still there with the next pick, we'll pull him then. But I don't want to forget about this. This is very critical. I've got no inside skills. I can barely shoot the outside jumper. I don't have the timing. So let's see what we've got here. Big time salaries. Okay, this is the first drop off we have, but again, Cole has that expired contract. He's got very little offense inside. He's got nothing outside. His inside D is poor. He's a good rebounder. He's got a decent IQ. Let's check out the guys with inside D. Let's see what kind of contracts. Oh man, 17 a year, that isn't going to work. Whew. Okay, Damian Jones. Inside is a little bit better. He's a decent rebounder. He's got some decent. You know what? We're going to go with Damian Jones. 7-footer. He is a true center. So Damian Jones, 23-year-old, helps us out in our owner's request for age. He's up to 71. You're damn right I want to draft him. Now, if the shooting guard is still there, Ben McLemore, we'll go ahead and take him. And he is. Tell you what, we might be able to push one more pick before we go for Ben. But Ben, I mean, he's a good inside scorer, a good three-point shooter. You know what? He's right there at the age. His contract is a little lofty for an expansion franchise, but we're going to go with Ben McLemore. And every time I do this, you see me looking down. I'm writing these down. I'm making notes. Even though we have a head coach, we have an owner, I'm really everything in one. Kasugi Tate is running the damn show here, guys. We're going to build an exciting franchise. Okay, Ben McLemore, 25 years old, 75 overall. So we've got two 74 overalls, a 76 and a 75. So we're okay. We're hanging in there. Kyle Korver, man, he is just hanging around and hanging around. But that 37-year age. So if I do, let's think of this. Not counting all the other guys, because who I've drafted so far, I think we've stayed at 25 years old. So if we take Kyle Korver at 37, let's do the quick math here. We take Kyle at 37, and then I take two guys that are 19. That's going to put us at 85 years of total age. So if we take that 85, so that would average us at 28 years old. So that I'd have to get a couple young guys. Tell you what, Kyle. Oh boy. Yep, yeah, we're building a team the right way. We're doing things the right way, Joaquin. I'm going to pass on Kyle one more time. Let's kind of do a throwaway player. Let's go for the youngest player we can. So let's see here. We don't need a shooting guard. We could use a power. We could use any other thing. So either forward or a point. So Frank Jackson is here. He's 20 years old. These two guys are the most appealing because they are the cheapest. Let's see what they have to offer. Frank can shoot the three, which I like. Decent perimeter D. Thomas, on the other hand, is a 6'10", decent rebounder, decent inside D. I'll tell you what, I could actually take both of these guys. So let's do this. Let's go with Frank Jackson. And then if Kyle is still there, we're going to take Kyle. Building the Lions. That's what we're doing. 20 years old. Okay. You're damn right we do. If Kyle Korver is not taken, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take him. And it looks like we're going to get Kyle Korver. Yet another shooting guard, but Kyle can play a little small forward just because of his height, at least in my type of offense. We're going to be run and gun, excitement. And I hope his $7 million price tag doesn't hurt us from getting a big free agent. So 37 years of age, but he is our highest rated player at 77. So now our next pick, we're going to go back and take the other 20-year-old guy, the center. So that'll help us with our average age. So Thomas Bryant. So we've got 3 big men, which is very good. 68 overall, but he does have some decent attributes. So Thomas, welcome to the Lions, my friend. Okay, we're in round 10. Now I think we want to be looking for, again, probably I want to sort by age. We want low money and young age. The 7'1" phenom, Zhao Kui, if I'm saying that correctly. Let's see what he brings to the table. His overall skill set is poor. Tyler Dorsey, good three-point shooter. His perimeter defense sucks. Has some potential. Has a $1.38 million price tag. But I've already got 3 shooting guards. So we're going to pass on him and him. You know what? Man, we got shooting guards galore available. Honestly, with the next pick, if Tyler Dorsey's still there, we're probably going to take him. But for now, let's go with yet another big. Zhao Kui. Or at least we're calling him Zhao Kui. Hopefully we're not disrespecting him, but 66 overall. All right, Tyler's there. Let's go ahead and take Tyler. We'll take another shooting guard. I think maybe there's 12 rounds. And we should be spot on for our age, what the owner wanted. Yeah, I'd count. I mean, Rocket League is a competitive game. I mean, it's basically soccer with cars, isn't it? So it's certainly a sports game. I'm a big sports fan. I love the UFC. I love college football. I love college basketball. College sport games went by the wayside many years ago, so we will try to have a liking for the NBA. And I think this may be our final pick. Let's just go. And there's some solid players, like, you know, obviously Tyson Chandler left. But we want young, we want low cost. So really, when you get down to Tony Snell, you really skyrocket in the money. We don't need a shooting guard, so pretty much that leaves Jake Layman and Paul Zipser in terms of age. And we don't need another center. So Paul and Jake, let's see what they bring to the table. Of course, Jake has an expired contract. Paul, we'd at least get him for a year. See here. Jake is a little bit better mid-range. Paul's better with the 3. Paul's better with his perimeter D. Paul's not quite the playmaker, but he's a better rebounder. Better physically. He doesn't quite have the IQ, but he's got better potential. So, Paul Zipser it is. And I believe this will be our final pick. So we'll get a small forward. And this is where it'll get exciting, as we're going to go after the big-time free agents now. It'll be interesting to see what kind of budget I have remaining after this initial selection. I guess maybe it's 13 rounds. Okay. That's all right. So here's a quick rundown of what we've got. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this. You know, I'm not really going into any kind of competitive gaming or doing, I think it's the blacktop or whatever, where you play against other players. We're just going to try to build an expansion franchise from the ground up, have a solid season, see what we can do here in season 1. Oh, and actually I did not adjust. I don't want to have an 82 game season. I want to at least cut that in half. So I need to do that before I start as well. Hopefully I can still do that. Okay, so let's see here. We've got Troy Daniels, Royce O'Neal, Isaiah Whitehead, Daniel Theus, Damian Jones, Ben McLemore, Frank Jackson, Kyle Korver, Thomas Bryant, Zhao Kui, Tyler Dorsey, and Paul Zipser. I think now this will be our last pick. And actually, let's go back to... No, it doesn't show me how many I have in each position. So shooting guard, we've got 4. We don't need them. Centers, we have 4. But that is center / power forward. Point guard, we only have 2. It's really a point, a power, or a small. There are no point guards available, so we're going to be a small forward, which there seems to be in abundance. There's no power. Centers are left. They're all 30 and above pretty much. Cole, he's got an expired contract. So that leaves small. So we're going to have to go with another small forward. Maybe we can get kind of a combo small forward shooting guard position guy. Let's see. Just kind of do some general sorting. Potential Luau Deng, who I know is going to be overpriced. Evan Turner would be a nice veteran pickup, but I'm not paying $18 million for Evan. So then let's look for some guys, maybe some perimeter D guys. Jake Layman. Is there anybody that has an exceptional skill set? Tony Snell, but he's $10 million a year. Whew, holy moly. Tell you what. Let's go all positions. Let's list by salary. Who are the cheapest guys that we can get? Another shooting guard. He is 6'6". We could maybe swing him over to the small. He's got a very good mid-range game. This is going to be the guy. Sterling Brown, shooting guard. He checks all the boxes, as we like to say. 23 years old, good outside shooter, 70 overall skill set from overall skill set, decent three-point shooter, good mid-range game. We like him. And this should be it. Man, no, it's not. Whoa, what? How many rounds are in the expansion draft? How many players are on our team? Okay, Kasugi Tate is getting worn out here. Okay, same thing here. Let's go for cheap Kyle Collinsworth. Another shooting guard, but he is 6'6", so we could swing him. I mean, we really just don't have much to choose from, honestly. Now, some of these guys we're going to cut anyway. He is a B playmaker and a B rebounder. You know what? Even though he's a shooting guard, let's go with Kyle Collinsworth. Then we'll have to decide who we're going to cut. I'm not going to play any exhibition games. Okay, is there a 15th round? Draft summary. So we are done. All right, we don't need to look at this because we know what we've done. We reached level 15. Actions are 10% more favorable to fans. I like that one. 1 plus defensive. Okay, we're going to do that because... And we did complete the goal. I didn't know it was just the expansion franchise. So head coach is saying he would really like Dennis Kiba, small forward, to be drafted. I mean, I can't promise him that. I mean, Dennis Kiba's number 7 with Draft Express, and he's number 2 ranked. I mean, we'll see who's there, but bottom line is the head coach is going to, coach the players that I give him. I want to be cooperative to these guys, but I'm running the damn show. I'm going to tell him that we're going to draft him just to be nice. We're going to make him feel good. There we go. Otis has got some trust for me. Here it is, guys. Here's the big time. Okay, so Luka Doncic went number 1 overall. Cleveland Cavaliers with a number 2 pick. Take Trae Young. Tell you what I would really like with my pick is a knockdown 3-point shooter. You're being offered the following trade. They would receive my first-round pick this year and next, and I would receive their first-round pick, which is right now, and DJ Augustine. I don't know. I'm really not interested. I mean, I'm an expansion franchise. DJ Augustine's not going to put us over the top. I believe he played with Illinois in college. We're going to decline that. They can take Colin Sexton. I appreciate the opportunity. Okay, so now we are on the clock. So Zima or Zeba. So this is who our coach really wanted. He's a scoring machine. I do like that. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I wanted to. So these guys were. How are they sorted? Where the heck did Zeba go? Okay, let's go back to data. I mean, Draft Express big board by position, just overall rank. Okay, according to Draft Express, we should be taking Wendell Carter. But what I really want to do is, this is what I'm interested in. I want a 3-point shooter. Leonard Green out of UNLV, but he is only a 71 overall. You know, this is a tough decision. And I, for some reason, completely lost. Oh, there we go. There's Kiba. Let's just take a look at Kiba. I mean, the coach wanted him. His offense is a B+, but somehow he's a scoring machine. He's from the Ukraine. He is a 6'7" swing, small power. I mean, he's the #1 small forward available. The #3 overall player. You know what? We'll just go with him. We'll make the coach happy. We'll take the Ukrainian sensation, Denis Kiba. We're going to speed this up. Oh, so we had a trade that was made. I'm not sure what team that is. Oh, the Kansas City Knights. They had Dwight Howard? Or they traded for Dwight Howard, I'm assuming. It's uneventful. Okay, we're nearing the end of the first round. Okay. Cincinnati Lions. Okay, now this is where we are going to really go with something that we think is going to help the team. So, I would, again, I love the three-point shooting. So we can find a hidden gem here. So we have an A+ three-point shooter. We haven't scouted him at all. He's yet another small forward. His defense is just piss poor, and that may not be professional from my perspective as being the GM of the Cincinnati Lions, but that is pathetic. We've got to have some kind of defense. He hasn't been scouted. His defense might be better, but we have a couple more A three-point shooters. I don't know why he's got a #1 by him. So is that a good thing or a bad thing? Okay, this player currently has a contract with an overseas team and is ineligible to sign for 1 year. And again, the defense, I'm just not... And look at all these. Okay, what about a rebounding machine? Elise Johnson. Power forward. Fair inside defense. We don't know what... Okay, let's go to potential. So we got 4 guys here with a potential of B or greater. Wow. Okay, let's go with all positions. Wow. Okay, an interior defender. He gets blocks. He is 6'10" with a 7'5" wingspan. I assume that is. Yep. B- overall. Let's view his card. So he's got no offense, but he's good inside with his defense. Let's see, what does draft... So in terms of the Draft Express big board, Bruce Brown and Troy Brown Jr. would be a great value at this pick. Because we are, pick number 30. Well, we added some expansion franchises. So this is like, in the mid to high 30s, this pick, and they were expected to go 25th and 23rd. Man. Well, you know what? Damn it. We can always use an interior defender. We're going to go with Robert Williams. So we got a good outside guy with Dennis Kiba. We got an inside defensive machine in Robert Williams. We'll play the rest of the draft out here. All right, so last pick, Jalen Hodges. Oh, nope, not Horace Walls. Is Mr. Irrelevant of the NBA draft. We're getting parched. Okay. Here is our team. Or this is the summary. We don't need to see that. Let's continue. We know who we picked. Okay, rookie signing. So Kiba, we locked him up to a 2-year deal at, I guess, $6.6 million a year. That cap room of $62 million nearly is really looking good. Okay. Improved scouting. That's more okay. Increases injury healing by 1%. You know what? I'm going to do that because but increases player morale by 30. Ooh, that'd be. Yeah, let's just go ahead and pick that one. All right, so Otis is happy with us. Got a few things left on the agenda here. Team player options. So Collinsworth declined. So let me make a couple little notes here. So we did not sign Robert Williams. In the league hoodie there. Okay. Okay, now here's where it's going to get interesting. We're going to make a play for LeBron, KD, Paul George, and anybody else we think. I'm not a Carmelo Anthony fan, so we're not going to go for him, but Patrick Beverley could be a nice pickup. Okay. All right, qualifying offers. Okay. Moratorium, day 1 of 3. Welcome to the league moratorium. It's a free agency period. Players can't officially sign contracts during that 3-day period. So basically we can go after players. They can tell us, hey, I'm coming to Cincinnati, but at the end of 3 days they could still change their mind. And we can have 3 offers. So we're going to offer LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Paul George. And hope one of these big boys comes with us. That'll really get. So he'd like a 4-year for a total of 153. And our salary cap room is $63 million. So this looks like it's set up to offer him what he wanted. And he's not going to accept it, of course. Go with KD. Negotiate. I think we can just probably click through this. It's going to be the same thing. KD looks, I mean, very happy. Although the smile looks like it could be a little fake. That makes me a little uneasy. We'll offer KD exactly what he wants. And Mr. Paul George. Paul seems a little more happy to be in the office with me. Paul's a deal compared to the other two. Oh, I can't. Can't offer him any more money. Well, we'll just offer the contract. I hope I'm not making a mistake here. Okay, moratorium. We put in our 3 offers. Let's advance. Welcome to the recap screen. Fingers crossed, guys, because this could be the chance of being even semi-competitive. Yes. And we got Paul George. And we can look at the breakdown of our team right now. We have 2 points, 5 shooting. We're probably going to have to cut 1. 3 smalls. We have no power forwards. That's because we didn't sign Robert Williams yet. I have a bunch of centers. So the center power forward we're okay with. Oh, man, this is awesome. LeBron James went home. KD is with the Pacers. So now there's, we've got Paul George. I can pick up some other guys. We saw that in theory we needed a power forward. Let's just see what kind of power forwards we have available. We have Aaron Gordon out of Arizona. We like Aaron Gordon. I don't think we're going to have the kind of money that Aaron Gordon wants. Okay, these are the affordable. I mean, if we could add Paul George and Aaron Gordon, would I already be the GM of the year? I mean, I would think too, now these guys know that we have Paul George, that they would want to, they'd be more apt to sign with us. Yeah, let's look at a point. Isaiah Thomas would be nice. A minus playmaker. Actually, all these guys are good playmakers. Darren Collison, Rajon Rondo. Actually, Rajon Rondo's oddly enough, his contract is a little cheaper. Fred VanVleet would be a nice pickup. Ooh, Fred VanVleet's a good 3-point shooter. Let's bring in Fred. We like the 3. Right, Fred, what are you looking for? 2-year, 23 mil. So I'm trying to, and I'm a little confused at how this works. So he wants 2 years, 23 mil. So the way it's set right now, I'm offering him 2 years for 15 mil. So, you know, 7.8 mil a year or so. I forget what this was originally set at. Well, you know what? We still have a ton of cap room, which is interesting after signing Paul George, how we have that kind of cap room left. But Fred VanVleet would be nice. We'll just stick with that. Okay, he's taking it into consideration. He appears to be happy. I like that. Look at that, guys. Paul George. He's a lion. We've got a star. We just got to build around him now. And you know what? Let's maybe give Rajon Rondo a shot. And although Collison's a good three-point shooter as well, you know what? Let's go for Collison. Let's see what he wants. 3 years, 36 mil. We're just going to stick with that. Okay, we have 0 offers left. So let's go ahead and move forward here. And Fred VanVleet. Look at this. We've got Paul George and Fred VanVleet. You talk about some building blocks. And we still have Kyle on a cap hold, which not quite sure. Okay, so now day 3 of the moratorium. We got a small, we got a point. Really just in terms of overall, could bring in Dwayne Wade at the shooting guard position, but if I have a shooting guard, he's got to be able to knock down threes, and Dwayne is not an outside shooter. We got plenty of cap space. We can really go big here. System match I don't think really works for us right now because our system has not yet been defined. Perimeter defense. So Tony Allen and Marcus Smart. Tony Allen is 75 overall. Nobody's offered him a contract. He's got a little potential to him. So really he's just out there to be a defender. He's like a Bruce Bowen type, and he's very affordable. Again, he's shooting guard. I mean, has he got any playmaking ability? Let's go ahead and talk to Tony Allen. Especially without the signing of Robert Smith, I should probably focus on a couple of bigs next with my next 2 1 year, 1 point. I don't know what the minimum is. Oh, it is 1. Huh. Boy, he's not... He's going to get to play with Paul George and Fred VanVleet, and one of the best scorers in the draft. Okay, what kind of potential here do we have? Nikola Mirotic. I mean, I still want to save some money. Nerlens Noel from Kentucky. Good inside D. Awesome rebounding. That is appealing to me. He's young. Yeah, let's go. Let's bring in Nerlens Noel. I think he's had some injury issues. 2 year, about 11 and a quarter. We're going to low ball him. Let's just stay with that. Don't think it over long, Nerlens. I always hit the wrong button. Then in terms of centers, again, let's look for I want some good rebounders in there. So this guy here, Emeka Okafor from Connecticut, he is solid. I mean, he's aged, but he is solid. Let's talk to him. He wants the minimum. But I'm going to boost it just to the, I mean, you got the minimum, then it jumps to 2.4 million. I mean, he's solid. I like having an inside guy that I'm not controlling. I know he can play defense. I know he can rebound. I'm going to try to lock him up for 2 years. And that's it. So let's see who we get. Tony Allen, Nerlens Noel, and Emeka Okafor. They all agreed. Look at this. Wow. I didn't expect that. So Tony Allen, we've got a another shooting guard. I mean, this is probably going to be our starting 5 for the most part. I mean, maybe the rookie will be thrown in there. So we have Nerlens Noel, and I was very surprised. So we've got Emeka now. Not that he can't choose to retire at any time, but got Emeka to a 2-year deal. And I was very, very pleased. And at 6'10", we can move him to either position. So that is very nice. Very nice. Free agent offers. Kevin Durant is still hanging around out there. I thought Kevin Durant signed. I mean, we'll just throw out a contract. I mean, my God. If we can bring in Paul George and KD, I think you may have the first expansion franchise to ever win a championship. 4-year, 153 mil. Ugh. Well, we don't have that kind of money left in the budget, but let's see who we do have. Potentially. Let's just kind of go with expected. Well, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's do this. So Brook Lopez. I mean, Paul George is our starting small forward. Fred VanVleet's our starting point guard. Starting shooting guard. I mean, if Dennis Kiba, our #1 draft pick, is going to play, it's going to be at the shooting guard, unless we move Paul George. But so he's probably in there. So from point to shooting to small, we're set. Power forward, I really like Emeka Okafor. Now, we did draft Robert Williams, but I mean, Emeka would be the starter. Center, I don't have anybody that jumps off the page. I mean, right now it's Nerlens Noel. I mean, DeMarcus Cousins, but again, huge price tag. Let's see, who would be... Paul Gasol, or Pau, sorry, Pau Gasol. A very, very nice addition he would be at the center position. And he's perky. His morale is perky, and that's good for the whole team. You know what, I don't know if we can do 1 year 16 mil. Oh, these are signed players. God dang it. Okay, expected. JJ Redick, I mean, another shooting guard. I mean, we do have Tony Allen. We could bring him in off the bench. I love the three-point ability. Yeah, I like the contract here for Ersan Ilyasova. Decent three-point shooter. Solid power forward. He has 4 offers. There's a three-point shooter, Mirza Teletovic. A face-up power forward. I mean, we could bring him in to be a... his inside D is not terrible. His rebounding is fair. I mean, we could bring him in to give Emeka a breather. JaVale McGee. Inside scoring is decent. Inside defense is rebounding. You know what? Shaquille O'Neal makes fun of JaVale, but let's go ahead and offer him a contract. He'd be a nice veteran presence. He's referring to me as Mr. Tate. I appreciate that. We'll go ahead and keep this one the minimum. I'm not sure what Bird means, this column with Bird. Bird writes. It actually has to do with Larry Bird and something... I don't know. I don't know what it is. Okay, we have 1 offer remaining. Let's sort by the three-point shooters here. So Kevin Durant, Joe Harris, 6'6" shooting, small. I really need to, let's take a look at these perimeter D guys. So Marcus Smart is still hanging around there. He can play the point guard position. He could give Fred VanVleet a break, and I know I'd have good perimeter defense. Let's go. His price tag's a little lofty. I don't know what kind of budget we have left. He wants 2 years at about 14 mil each. We can offer 2 years at about 10 mil each. And we only have 11 mil left of salary cap room. We're just going to throw it out. Let's just see what happens. Okay. Let's advance. Looks like none of the guys were really interested. Let's go ahead and renounce the rights to Kyle. And Marcus went with the Celtics. I'll tell you what. Let's just go ahead and advance. We're on day 2 of 12. There's day 3. Oh, shoot. I missed that. Did we get JaVale McGee? No, we did. We signed JaVale McGee. So we've got the center. I mean, we've got a good veteran base. Some nice overall ranked players. I'm going to push this to about day 10. Okay, so now you've got players that are getting antsy. They're thinking, oh my God, we're not going to get a contract. The Lions might be our only option. I like these swing players that can do multiple positions. We like Wayne Ellington from North Carolina because he can hit threes. He's a straight shooting guard. His perimeter D sucks. You can't be a guard and have shitty perimeter D. And he's even worse. Seth, come on. Jesus. How about let's search by perimeter defense? Avery Bradley again, but again, we don't have much money left. I know what the guys are wanting, but luckily, because it's getting down to the nitty-gritty, we can make these offers. He's just the most highly rated player. Let's just go ahead and bring him in for a quick talk. Whoa. I didn't even see what that talk was, but Avery Bradley basically said F you to Mr. Kasugi. And that doesn't sit well with me. His defense is just too bad. Okay, a center. Good inside scorer. Good inside defense. Good rebounding. Let's have a little talk with Brandon here and see if he's going to say F you to Mr. Kasugi or... One-two way for... I don't know what that means. He has too many years of experience to be eligible for a two-way contract. Players can only sign a two-way contract if at no point during it will they have more than 3 years of experience. Then why did he ask for it? And it's not letting me change. Okay. Sorry, Brandon. I don't know what happened there, but... Okay, let's look down here. Okay, Mike James got a small price tag. Another point guard. Decent inside game. Decent playmaker. Decent potential. You know what? Let's just kind of look for potential here. Cam Carpenter can't shoot a lick from outside. He's a power forward. He's a good rebounder. He's got good potential. Young kid. 66 overall, so not much going for him right now. But I keep clicking through. I guess he said F you as well. Tell you what, I'm wondering. Let's go to day 12. Oh, did I go past it? Oh, wait. No, we're still in it. Okay, day 12. Last day here. Avery Bradley, he already said F you to us, so he can stay out of the league. Brandon had some funky two-way deal that he wanted. Let's look again for potential. Cam Carpenter, he said F you to us. But I do like his potential. 6'9" power forward. He's not much now. But he's got the best inside D. All right, we'll give it one more shot with this clown. This is his last day. I mean, he either signs with us or he doesn't sign with anybody. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not interested in anything you have to offer. What a clown. Doesn't he know who I am? Yeah, screw him. I hope he signs with somebody and we're going to make a fool out of him. All right. Should I go by my old standby of three-point shooting? It's not going to be Mr. D perimeter defense. Or anybody that can be a shooting guard and have decent perimeter defense? Raul Neto, little point guard. Decent shooter, at least his perimeter D is a C. He's got a B- potential. He's content right now. 26-year-old kid. Let's just bring him in. I need a little respect. Okay, he wants the two-way thing. Let's see if we can offer him. And really, just out of sheer exhaustion, I think we're just going to move forward here, guys. Anybody inside D? Tony Black. Oh, wow. Good inside D, good rebounder. Real quick, let's bring him in, and then we're going to call it an off season of negotiations. He's another two-way, another cheap. Oh, no. But it won't let me adjust. Okay, we're done with this stuff. Sorry, Tariq. We did get Raul. That's nice. I'm going to go audio off for just a second, guys. All right, it doesn't look like we can sign Raul because he's going to put us over the limit. Free agent signings, 25. I didn't really consider that in the free agent signings part of things because I wanted to sign good players. Player progression menu allows us to see how players are progressing. So I still don't know what's happening with Robert Williams. Is he even listed on our roster? Emeka is declining substantially. I don't like... How old is Emeka? He's 30. He's not that old. He's declining. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. So, obviously, right out of the gate, luckily for us, Kiba is a swing, but he doesn't swing small. He swings big up to a power. So we could have an undersized power forward, or he can be the backup to Paul George. Fred is obviously our starting point guard. Nerlens Noel is a better rebounder than JaVale. JaVale is a better inside defensive player. So we don't know what the trade-off will be there. They're pretty equal. Inside scoring is pretty substantially to JaVale, so JaVale might be the starter. But we know what we've got. NBA Summer League. Your team will need to complete a roster of 13. We'll fill it out automatically. I'm not overly interested in seeing what the Summer League has to offer. So we're going to sim through everything. Players will sign for 2% less. I like that one. Staff will sign for 2% less. Scouting reports. Okay, let's do actions are 10% more favorable to fans. Let's do something for the fans. Okay, we have an injury now. Yeah, well, that's always a good thing. If anybody wants to pay to be part of this exceptional expansion team roster, I think it'd be in their best interest. Unfortunately, we're having to pay them, and I'm not a big fan of the way that works. I'd prefer to be paid for the opportunity to play on a team put together by Kasugi Tate. But it's all about the money. Let's see. So as Isaiah Whitehead has back spasms, we're going to have the CPU just adjust the rotation. Now Tyler Dorsey has a sore right foot. He's day to day. We'll let the head coach Now, we're probably not going to be a very prominent team in the Summer League here. So let's simulate the first round. Okay, he's fully healed. And shockingly enough, we actually won our game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So we advanced. My God, we beat the Washington Wizards. What is this? What kind of team did I put together, guys? Jesus! We're a powerhouse. We've made it to the Final Four. We beat the Atlanta Hawks. We've got existing rosters. Summer League teams that have been around for years, tweaking, building, growing. All right, guys. Well, we're going to win this damn thing. I don't know what the number 2 means in brackets, but I'm just going to simulate the game all in all. Thomas Bryant now. Let's adjust. He's fully healed. Yeah, was that? Did we win the Summer League tournament? You have got to be kidding me. Man, we not only won, we beat the shit out of the Nuggets, 102-77. Wow. Wow. Well, that is awesome. Look at that, guys. Have we built a roster or have we built a roster? All-Star City Selection. I don't really know what this is, or let's let the rookie class be auto-generated. We'll worry about that in the off-season. 2K Hoop Summit. That's the World versus USA. We'll simulate that. We're not overly interested. Training camps. I don't know what there was before the training camp. Okay, we're in the office with head coach Otis Newman. So Nerlens Noel needs to go to a rebounding camp. We'll go ahead and send him. Look at the gorgeous uniform, guys, of the Cincinnati Lions. We probably have the best uniforms in the league. Let's go ahead and boost his offensive rebounding. Well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and make him a defensive rebounding master. Thanks, Otis. We really appreciate the input of Otis. Let's go to the training camp. Okay, free camp. So we have 2 camps. I can pick 2 players, I guess, to go to 2 camps. So we love perimeter shooting. Let's send Dennis Kiba. Dennis Kiba is unsigned? Didn't we sign him to a rookie deal? What? Well, we're certainly not sending Paul George to a camp. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and we'll send our rookie. Contested mid-range. Contested 3. Oh no, he doesn't have a so when he's open in terms of open 3 is he's good. Contested 3. Jeez. I'll just send him for the contested 3. Oh, we used the 1 camp for Nerlens Noel. Okay, so we don't have any more camps. Let's go ahead and advance to the next season. You may bring 15 players into the regular season. We currently have 20. You will need to cut your roster down. Okay. Okay, let's see here, guys. Roster. Okay, couple things here we need to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where? Okay, so Dennis, we do have Dennis Kiba. He signed to a 2-year, $12 million deal. Robert Williams. What is going on with Robert Williams? The power forward that we drafted. I'm just going to quickly search for this guy and see what, I mean, you know, obviously we would like to sign him. And is he floating around out here somewhere? Here he is. Okay, well, I'm at a loss. I don't know what happened. We messed something up. I just expected I'd be able to come back and sign my second round pick. I don't know how he moved on to somebody else. But with that being said, we've got 20 players. So basically, they're listed overall. We're just going to go to the bottom of the barrel. We know we're heavy on shooting guards, so Sterling Brown, going to release. Okay. Omeka, he's staying with us. Okay, we have 3 point guards. So we need to really keep all 3, I would think. If we have an injury, we've got to have another point. Shooting is where we want to keep, Dorsey, and I like Dorsey. Tony Allen, we got him for his defensive prowess. Troy Daniels, he was our #1 pick in the expansion draft. Ben McLemore. So I don't want to get rid of our defensive wizard. The veteran Bruce Bowen-esque. In the A perimeter defense, we just can't get rid of him. We just were too heavy on shooting guards. So we're going to have to release Tyler Dorsey. So shooting guards, we now have 4. Smalls, we have 4. And we got 2 small two-way guys. We'll cut Zipser. Sorry, Zipser. Power forwards, we have none. So now we've got, all of our centers I expect to be able to play power forward as well. Zhao Key, just because he's a 67 overall. And his rebounding is only a C+ for a guy that's 7'1". He's going to get released. I don't think anybody's picking up that contract. And so Nerlens Noel and JaVale, they've got to be mainstays. He was our #4 pick in the expansion draft. He was our #5 pick. If you're going to play interior for us, you got to be a good rebounder. All these guys are good rebounders. They're all A and a B+. He's only a B. He's a 69 overall. So we're going to go ahead and release him to free agency, and I think that cuts us down to 15. Let's advance to next season. All right, we're in here with Mr. Russell. Okay, let's see what kind of season goals we have. I will definitely keep the team profitable for the next 3 years. He wants a winner, and he wants it quick. Now, I swear to God, he initially wasn't about winning. He was about money. He wants to get to the playoffs within the next 3 seasons. And with the way we played in the off-season tournament, winning the tournament, I would think that we can handle that. All right, this is what we've waited for, guys. Let's simulate through the training day. Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver told me he's planning on retiring this year. You might want to have a word. Kyle's a veteran. He is really going to help us out this season. He's had a great time playing for us. Man, I was really counting on Kyle Korver. Kyle. Damn you, that throws a wrench in things. All right, quick check of everybody else. We seem to have pretty good morale going on. I think it's time for our first game, guys. This is what we've all waited for. Fred VanVleet. We're going with Troy Daniels. Again, our #1 pick in the expansion draft. Paul George. Dennis Kiba is playing the power. He's an undersized power. He was the #1 pick in the college draft. And Nerlens Noel. So we aren't outgunned really anywhere except our power forward, Kristaps Porzingis. We might have to play a little help defense. And I'm not going to edit the lineups. I think we're good where we're at. I guess it's making me do that. Okay, we're ready for all that. The only thing that I want to do is play a 10-minute quarter. I don't want 12. There's the impressive lineup that we're putting together for an expansion franchise. And let's see, is it options? Maybe settings. Shoot, man. How do we change the time of the game? This is not pleasing to me. I do not want to play. "12-minute quarters." And why do I not hear anything? Why do I not hear anything? Okay, let's get over half court and our audio settings turned off? Everything is on. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is going on here? I don't want to sim to the end of the game. Why is there no sound? What is going on here? There's our rookie sensation. Oh, shoot. I mean, I can't hear the shot clock. We can't hear anything. Oh, beautiful. If we could have heard that throwdown, Paul! Well, guys, I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. Why are we not getting sound? I am going to pull up a browser window really quick and try to find out what the hell's going on here. No, I haven't done anything. Okay, I just alt-tabbed out and in. That didn't do it. Oh no. I mean, NBA 2K19 has a lot of glitches. I know it's very, very lowly rated for an NBA game. And this is probably one of those. So I have a browser window open. I just did NBA 2K no sound. It immediately came up. Let's see if we have the no sound fix. This is ridiculous. I mean, what kind of game? The couple of times I've played this, it's had sound. We're trying to open up a YouTube video, and that's... Okay, my... and I'm having trouble with my cutscenes and everything. Oh man, Alive. GM Kasugi is getting angry. All right, this one says switch the sound to my headphones, which it has been. Still don't have any sound. This is ruining the stream, guys. This is ruining the stream. I'm not the only one that's dealt with this. Tell you what, we're just going to go right to YouTube and pull up this issue and see what learn how to fix. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. We have sound on the YouTube video. This is how to fix sound on NBA 2K18, even though it says 2K19. Hopefully it works the same. Jesus. Okay, that's not helping. I'll tell you what we're going to do here. I hope this doesn't ruin our game. I hope it doesn't, like... Okay, we don't want to save. We can save and quit my GM. Okay, yes. I'm hoping it does not sim to the end or anything. So now that we did that, let's go back into my GM. Wonder if I should exit the whole damn game. Let's just try. We got out. Let's try to get back in. That's some kind of stock background. Oh no, it's not. It was the game. I'm discombobulated now. We're ticked off. We still don't have audio. Okay. We're going to go ahead and shut the game down completely and reopen it. I will keep you abreast of my progress. I've never had to deal with anything like this where the damn game just doesn't give me any audio. And as soon as I shut it down, now it's running an update for 2K19. Maybe that had something to do with it. Oh, good God. Good God. I hear some volume right now. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, sound. And we did get our 10-minute quarters.
Right now for Cincinnati, they've got Nerlens Noel, and it's Van
All
Fleet
right.
in at the point guard position. Here's Bridges, and it's sent.
Eat it, Bridges!
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George. Just as dangerous defensively.
Okay, Fred and
as he
Paul
can
are going to be
offensively.
On the wing, Daniels.
our mainstays. We want to get our rookie a little work.
Kiba, headed by Porzingis. Here's Kiba.
Oh,
And
Kiba.
the right side of the rim.
That was my fault. A terrible
On
shot.
our sideline, our
That's the
reporter,
kind of
Dave
shooting you're
Nolan.
going to get from me.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Fizdale. He told me this is a fun night trying to slow down a team that's so smart and opportunistic. He said, look, we've scouted them, but this is the first time we've actually seen them this season. So it will be interesting to see if we can disrupt their offense and slow them down just a little bit. Back to you, Kevin.
Oh,
All right,
Paul.
David, thanks. They wants their best effort defensively, knowing what a
Very
switch
first
team
game
they're up against.
And I think they'd be
on the
smart
road.
to try to deny them the ball inside, guys. The best way to keep
Expansion
the team
franchise.
from getting hot is to not give them the easy looks down low.
Yeah, make sure
Oh.
there is no vacancies out there at the three-point line, Greg. This is a team that can really hurt you from all over the floor.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Drains it.
Defensive. We may have this time to time too, and I apologize. It seems like the controller that I have, it's a wireless controller that is plugged in.
Here's Van Vliet. The 19-foot shot, and it's off the back
Damn
rim.
it.
No good. The Knicks
And
with
it
the
keeps
lead.
losing connection. So later today, I'm actually going to buy
Outside
a new
Hardaway.
wired controller just for this.
That's tipped.
Oh,
Passes to Canner. And Canner throws it
defensive
down.
breakdown. Nerlens!
Different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Here's Van Vliet. Kiba, guarded by Porzingis. Pass to Noel. And they pick up two.
Okay,
That's a talented guy.
There we go.
Getting too easy.
Nerlens Noel.
Might have been a miscommunication.
Nice pass by the rookie.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Neely Kina kicks to Porzingis.
We're stymieing them with our defense.
6 on the shot clock. Shot from the top of the key. New York keeps it going. A new 24-second clock.
I couldn't jump.
The shot's good from
I
Cantor.
couldn't jump.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Back to Van Vliet. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Nice little play there, a little
They've
pick and
scored
roll.
Several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And the Knicks decide to take their first
The Knicks
time out here.
they don't know what hit them.
Probably
An
looking at
expansion
some matchups on the
franchise.
floor he'd like
Hanging
to
in
take
there with 'em.
advantage of.
I'm interested in what
Now,
he's
our starting
seeing and
five
then
should
what kind
be
of play they run coming out
solid.
of this timeout.
But the problem is going to be when we start having to dip into the bench. Paul's on fire.
On the wing, George. Good on the three-point shot.
Guys,
George has got 7 points in the game.
oh,
New York
I mean, should I actually start making possibly Cincinnati Lions merch that could be purchased?
Kicks it to Cantor, and the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul. Off the inbound pass, and it's Noel with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Van Vliet's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Down low. Here's Ntilikina. First shot, first
That was on me.
He's out of the blocks fast.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving.
And obviously
in the
Paul's on fire,
Van
so
Vliet kicks to George. Back to Van Vliet. Again, Cincinnati scores.
I mean, Paul's either
Defensively,
scoring or
he's
he
gotta
is
make a
assisting.
greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping
I
that the
appreciate
guy
that
misses the
dream.
shot without really doing your job and challenging it.
Now
Yeah,
here's Cantor. Feeds it
Talk to the
Hardaway.
owner here and see if
That one goes.
potentially we could do that, or if EA Sports would. Come on. After this game, we're going to call it a stream. So we've built the team. We're going to have one game,
Good shots.
and then we're going to go get a new controller.
On the wing, George. Basket.
I'm unstoppable.
He's got 9.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field.
I should have drawn a foul with that, but
Ntilikina kicks to Cantor. Here's Bridges, and again it's New York.
I'm having some defensive breakdowns. The coach just called a timeout. He's ticked off at me.
Prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
And first
Oh.
time out of the game called for
I
Cincinnati.
appreciate it. Thank you for that. Maybe like that.
And a new group in for the Knicks.
Okay. Well, we are. Yep. There you go. Very good. Thank you. These are the bugs that I have to work out.
He's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Emmanuel Mudiay.
And it looks
subbed in
like
for
we
Ntilikina.
are
Here's Van Vliet.
switching things up a little bit. We got Tony Allen. He is our defensive.
Here's Van Vliet over Mudiay.
I like that little pick and roll. I think that's JaVale McGee.
Pass to Grant. Here's Porzingis, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Porzingis has gone 1 of 3 on the night.
We're going to get the ball the hell out of JaVale
And
McGee's
McGee
hands.
kicks to Allen. Van Vliet looking around. Back to Allen. Just fine.
Well, I guess we're going to go low post.
McGee inside.
JaVale, that's the type of pickup.
1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And it's Mudiay with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 2. Outside, Porzingis. Down low.
Try it, O'Quinn.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the Knicks are getting all the calls here. We haven't been to the line once.
Himself, a capable and bruising big.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
And New York making a change here. Lee's checked in. Right wing. Here's Tice. He's covered by Grant. Van Vliet can't get it
When
to go.
Paul George is on the bench, we need Van Vliet to step up big.
Right now and get himself going.
Fred's old teammate.
And it's Van Vliet with the
Let's
rebound.
run him.
And the pass to O'Neal. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors. That puts them in the lead. Lee's got his first 2 points.
Lee, a good job down
This
low.
was my
Tough to
fear
do
that
as a
when we
guard.
had to go into the
Carve out
bench,
that much room.
and now without a Kyle Korver that we can rely on for threes.
Van Vliet kicks to O'Neal. Tice passes to Van Vliet.
We can try low
McGee
post
with
with
it,
JaVale
working
again.
on O'Quinn. The shot's good
Nice move.
from McGee. McGee's got
JaVale's
the
giving us some
veteran
veteran leadership.
Really, really good at recognizing
Championship
the gaps
experience.
and getting the ball to the rim.
Now here's Mudiay. Tight defense on him. Stolen by McGee. And they're pushing it up.
Watch this, guys.
Tice.
Ooh, God!
At the end of the break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
Oh, the
They bring
elevation.
nothing
He almost
Spurs
busted
and
his
great
nose
offense
wide
and a
open
great
on the
play
rim.
defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates.
Yeah,
and
we're
the
fired
fans
up.
when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And so it's New York with it after the basket by Cincinnati. Moutier with the basket.
That's just a solid pick and roll play that opens up a jump shot for Emmanuel Moutier.
Here's Van Vliet, defended by Moutier. Van Vliet passes to Allen. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Nice job, Tony.
And Cincinnati leads by
He's
2.
in there for a little bit more than defense, guys.
In the paint. They just let him
Yeah, right now we are hanging in
He's
there
gonna
with a very
punish you down
experienced
there.
team in
You're
the
not
New York
more
Knicks.
physical than he is, and look for them to go right back to that play.
And they pick up 2.
O'Quinn
on
with
me
some
again.
good attention to detail there.
And that's why I mentioned when I was drafting players that I want to make sure I have
Big.
defensive players like Tony Allen.
Allen kicks to McGee. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. At the top of the key, Tice. Shot clock at 6. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. Again, Cincinnati score.
Thank you, Fred.
Already you're seeing great
Fred has got to be our
execution
go-to
from both
player
teams.
when Paul's on the
Lots of
bench.
points early, and the game plans on
And
both
I'm going to
sides,
let the
at
coach
least
make the decision
offensively,
right now. I don't know why Paul's been on the bench so long, but
12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
okay, this is just certainly a one-on-one move.
New York needs to get off a shot. Moutier. But he gets it back. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close
Sometimes
one
my
so
guys
far.
aren't jumping.
Cincinnati ahead, up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started.
You know what,
We'll be
guys?
back
We'll never
in just a
complain.
moment.
Being up by 2.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even.
That
so
goes
far
for
in
me
the
as well. I hope
and from what we've seen
every
from
single
Cincinnati,
one
guys,
of you
what
is
do you
enjoying
see?
this game.
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through 1.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for Cincinnati, we've got Allen. O'Neal is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Tice in at the 4 slot.
Okay, well, I
Cincinnati
made a
calls
mistake there. I
timeout.
accidentally called timeout. I hit the wrong button.
Kind of regroup and discuss
But let's be
ways
the
to
coach,
maximize
and let's get Paul George back in there.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
George is checked in for O'Neal.
Can't go too long without one of the best players in the NBA out on the damn floor.
Passes it to McGee. 6 to shoot. Here's Van Vliet. Pulled the
Oh,
shot
Fred,
off,
we
but
had
the
to go a little
bounce
one-on-one
goes
there.
his way.
So we're
Van
getting
Vliet's
down to the
got
end of the shot
second
clock.
quarter going with the first basket of the period for Cincinnati. Now here's Moutier. He's covered closely. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Cincinnati leading by 4. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And he'll
Nice
go to the
job,
line for
Paul.
2.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George.
Crowd, we're having an earthquake.
For a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul. That
Ah,
No
jeez.
good on that one.
I got nervous.
What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Not that time, though.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Baker kicks to O'Quinn. He dishes it to Moutier. Here's Baker.
Play a little help defense here.
Good off the assist from Moutier.
Paul
Baker's
George
got a
doesn't need to
second
be
bucket of
inbounding
night.
the ball.
That's exactly what you want Moutier doing. Seeing the open man and firing that pass over to him for the clean look.
Outside, George. Back to Van Vliet. Uncovered. And the jumper
We
is
got
good.
this nice little play that
Van Vliet's got the lead up
the
to
high
5
screen
now
and
for
roll
Cincinnati.
off
It's
the
not so
ball,
much just the
and
made
it's just
shots,
an
it's the
automatic thing, and I really
consistency
like it.
of the made shots that's got his
Fred
team
Van
in the
Vliet
lead.
is now on fire.
And O'Quinn picks to Mudia.
And our defense
Here's
is
Baker, guarded by McGee.
certainly
Here's
suspect.
Grant.
Sorry about that, guys.
Got 3 off the mark. Cincinnati leading by 5. To the inside. Lee with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Bonehead move by
Pull-up
me.
jumper there. Moutier improving
I was going to go
on
Paul
knowing
George,
when
then
to
back
shoot
to
off the
Fred.
dribble.
Outside, George. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Allen finds McGee. Shot clock at 5. From deep, George. The
Bang!
fire's right on target. George
If in
has
doubt, we
13
go to Paul
points.
George.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
You better get a
New York
timeout,
calls
guys.
timeout.
You need one big time facing a team like me. Okay, we're going to be the coach again. And let's just take a look here. So Theus, I mean, we got a lot of depth with the power forward center position. Well, we have a very limited game roster, though. So we'll keep Javale in there. Let's give Damian some opportunity. What about our shooting guard? Oh wait, we do have Kyle Korver. That son of a gun. So he's playing this year. He's not coming back next. All this time, I thought we lost him.
Right now for the Knicks. And then for Cincinnati.
Here's a treat for you guys.
Checks in for JaVale McGee.
Kyle Korver
Damian
indeed is
Jones
with us.
Comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Korver in.
Oh my God, this is
for
driving me
Fred
crazy.
Van Vliet. Bridges kicks to Porzingis. Over Jones. And the shot is long.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
Allen passes to George. Noel against Cantor. Now here's Korver, guarded closely. From deep, George, and Cantor pulls it down.
That was kind of a messed up play. I think I know how to call plays. We'll have to do that next time because the defense was actually pretty good. And
Hardaway against Korver. It's stolen by Korver. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
oh,
Well, the Knicks hope to build a contender around their star player, Kristaps Porzingis. He said playoff experience would be huge
Making a run on us.
in my career. The sooner, the better. That's the only thing I'm focused on. What I need to do on the court to play better, make my team win. Kevin, we'll see if they can get there together.
Thanks, D.A. Noel dishes to Korver.
damn it, Kyle.
Cincinnati again missing.
Definitely a situation.
I'm going to blame it on the controller that's not helping me out.
Too good of a look.
Here's Ntilikina, defended by Allen. Porzingis can't hit.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Allen finds George. Hits the three-point bomb.
I don't know how we're getting the green, but I will take it.
Now in this quarter.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Takes the 13-footer. That one's good, and the Cincinnati lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Cantor.
Good touch on the jumper, especially from mid-range. Cantor hits a high percentage of those shots.
See what the young man can do down
Jones
low
in the
here.
post. Guarded by Porzingis. Jones, no luck.
How we tried to mix things up, go with a little low post action.
The second effort, and Cantor with the
Cantor's
layup.
ripping us a new ass.
Cantor's got 8 points.
The number of go-to moves and a soft touch. Cantor can crush you inside.
Coach Otis is
Cincinnati
ticked
calls
off.
timeout.
Our lead is dwindling.
Cincinnati
Kyle
leading
Korver
by
and Paul
3.
George. Oh, no, he's out. So Kiba is a scoring
Now
machine.
here's Allen. Kiba, guarded by Porzingis. Pass to Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. Allen's shot is off.
We're discombobulated. We're not calling plays. We're taking contested shots.
No time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Paul George pick and roll.
He kicks it to George.
Well,
Over Bridges.
or
And
that. If
there's
he's not going to
Paul
guard me,
George
then
on the assist
we
by
won't
Allen.
run the play.
George has got 9 points now in the quarter. Knicks trail by 3.
I am buying a new controller, as I've mentioned before, so you're only going to have to deal with this for one game.
Pass to Hardaway.
Stay on that damn Enes Kanter.
It drops for his 3rd basket.
Didn't want to
He's
jump
missed
up
only
with
one
Paul
shot.
George and
And defensively,
get a
they're
foul.
on their heels every time the ball
I
comes
need to
inside.
see some scoring out of Kiba. He's the rookie sensation.
Kiba, guarded by Porzingis. Kicks it to Daniels. In the corner, George with it. Back to Daniels. Cincinnati needs to get off a shot.
That was a tough one. Again, we're not running offense.
Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the
He's just so
one
undersized
differentiator
compared to
thus far.
Porzingis. Need to maybe bring him out on the perimeter.
Here's Ntilikina. Buries the long-range jumper. Ntilikina's
beating
got
us.
7 points in the game.
We had a hell of a run there.
Ntilikina is shooting with confidence, especially when it comes to his perimeter game.
Okay, let's
George
bring
with the
this
bounce pass.
clown outside. He's all over me.
Here's Kiba. It's good. He scores. That's his
Kiba.
first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. And
Oh,
so
we've gotta
here is New York.
handle something audio-wise.
Kicks to Bridges. Here's Porzingis.
Oh
And
no,
the
he's
dunk
made me
by
get dunked
Porzingis.
on.
Like the execution there from Kanter. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Cincinnati. With the shot.
Oh, I was
Knicks
hoping
with the
Kiba could
rebound.
get on fire there.
There, trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not
Yeah,
much of
just
a
too anxious to try and
interior
make something
defender.
happen
I don't
out
like
there.
being
This
on
is about
Porzingis. I know I can
team.
switch
How
off.
about
but
you?
Here's Ntilikina. Defended by Allen. The shot's good from Kanter.
Kanter is just an
Combination of
unstoppable
power
machine. I
and
don't know
finesse
if
by Kanter. Helps him finish strong through
we need to
contact.
go with JaVale
Cincinnati
McGee.
trails by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And George,
God dang nabbit, come on.
here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Okay, we're going to be the coach, and we are going to, Enes Kanter is just making a fool out of us. Bring JaVale McGee in. Fred VanVleet is exhausted. Well, we don't have another option at point guard, do we? We'll just stick with what we have.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Grant comes in for Bridges. Lee's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Moutier in for
Oh, my
Ntilikina.
God.
And then for Cincinnati.
So the coach
JaVale
made
McGee's
a,
checked in for Nerlens Noel.
substitution.
O'Neal comes in for George. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Tony Allen.
And Fred VanVleet is tired,
They've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
but he's going to have to be the man because we don't really have anything else in the game right now.
VanVleet kicks to Daniels. And the pass to McGee. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. VanVleet can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 4. Lee outside. Inside, Moutier. And 2 free throws
Gotta
coming up,
switch a
unable
little
to get
quicker
that one to
there.
go
We're
with all
trying to
the
trap
contact.
somebody, and
Here's a look at what's coming
the
up for
rookie
New
is
York.
out of position.
On Saturday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Toronto Raptors.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, it's never easy going up against the top team in the West. But if they're able to come away with the win, it's going to be a huge confidence booster.
Both
And we
free
don't want to
throws
let
good
this
for
lead. I
Moutier.
mean, right now,
And
it's
still
certainly
trying
he
to
can handle
find
it,
his
but we don't want to
footing
let it
in
get
the
too
league.
big.
Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Kiba, guarded by Porzingis. Count that one from
Nice.
Van Vliet.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the
It's just a
interior
very hard
defenders
matchup
with
right
their
now
work
when
down low.
my power forward is about 6'6", and
Here's Moutier, the dish to O'Quinn. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. That one's in there. The New York lead
Couple
is
of
cut
assists
down
in a
now
row
to just
there
2
for
points with that basket from Van Vliet.
Kiba.
New York with the ball. Here's Moutier. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the
Not
field.
getting
He's taken
much in
only
the way
6
of help
shots.
defense
And
there.
now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Daniels kicks to Van Vliet. No
Ah.
good from the wing. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game
All right.
so
Well, we're only down 4. I mean, Paul George,
It's the 2K
he wasn't in there a
Sports
whole lot.
Halftime Show.
Don't want to see a
And we hope you
halftime
enjoyed the
show.
competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they
Let's take
trailed
a quick
by
look
2.
at this.
There were a lot of positives for them.
Now, we're
to take
shooting
away
solid,
from
but our
the second
defense
quarter,
is poor,
where they
and
came from
God,
behind
are
to
we
take a
being
4-goal lead at the
out-rebounded.
half. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think? And that'll do it for our halftime report.
All right, thanks, guys.
The skyline of Midtown Manhattan.
I
so
may have to
beautifully
cut
lit
this
up tonight
short.
as we welcome you back to New York City.
And come back and finish this
And
probably
we're halfway through
tomorrow
this one.
morning.
Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
And I
Paul
love the
George is
game
putting on
plan
an
in that first half. They
MVP
really
candidate
valued
performance here, to be
each
honest with
possession.
you.
Efficient so far with the shots.
This is
that
damn
he's taken.
Porzingis.
His contributions have been fantastic.
Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor.
Gonna try to focus on
Hardaway
him
is
and
out
keep
there
him the
with
hell out of the
Ntilikina,
lane.
And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. And George, here we go. Daniels. And the 3 off target. The Knicks leading by 4. Hardaway with a wide open look. Off target from outside. So it's Cincinnati now. George passes to Van Vliet to the middle. And that one's good. Noel.
If we can put a little pressure on Cantor by maybe going down low and seeing if we can get a couple fouls on him.
To the wing on the left. Here's Ntilikina, and he banks in the layup. Ntilikina's got 9 points.
Not allowing the defense to
Ntilikina.
bother him. When Ntilikina is near the rim, he's really good at keeping his composure.
Outside, George. Kiba, headed by Porzingis. Back to George. Clock at 4. Bridges
good
with
look.
the board.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Passes it to George. Here's Van Vliet, guarded by Hardaway. Porzingis with the
Oh,
rebound.
the rookie is
His struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
oh, get in front of me, you bonehead.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Noel. And he lays it up and in.
Okay, I was
Well, you gotta
assuming
like
he
his
would dunk
choice
that,
right there
but
to go hard to the rack, took it right at the teeth of the defense.
damn right we did.
Ntilikina kicks
The
to
guard,
Bridges.
Porzingis, it's killing me.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, if they had an edge at halftime, they might have lost it. Beginning this half, one.
Oh man, guys, this is not making it easy for me. I can tell you that.
Cantor
This
finds
controller
Porzingis.
situation sucks.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Porzingis. Pass to Ntilikina. 5 on the clock. Hardaway for 3. The pass to Bridges.
God damn Cantor.
With
He's
no
over the back.
He buries the jumper. Bridges has got his 3rd basket of the
God,
night
they're
right
getting
there.
all the calls.
Cincinnati trails by 4. Outside, George. Back to Van Vliet. He kicks it to George. Cantor against Noel. To the inside. Plays it up
Okay,
and
we'll
banks
take it.
in. Noel's got 6 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Ntilikina. Got a piece of it
Get it, you bonehead.
for the tie. Shooting foul.
Cantor,
As the whistle
it's just what we
blows,
wanted to
they'll
do.
shoot 2 free throws. Cincinnati shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. No good on the free throw. Baker, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Need to go upstairs.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Cincinnati.
My dog and the official team mascot of the Cincinnati Lions,
He's
I think,
off on the
needs to
second.
go
The Knicks
potty.
with the lead.
So I'm going to have to go ahead and
Baker
shut
kicks
this
to
down,
Ntilikina,
guys.
and he floats in
And
for
we
the
will
easy
finish
2
this
for
game
the
tomorrow
Pacers on that
morning.
one.
And we'll probably get started on the next one as well. So thank you, Joaquin, and everyone else for tuning in. We have started the building blocks of an expansion franchise, the Cincinnati Lions.
Here's Van Vliet. Good on the
Bang.
3-point shot. He's
And at that point, let's go ahead and save. And we will be back. Thank you, guys. We hope to make you proud.